What up, everybody? This is your boy DJ Mixmaster, and welcome back to Genshin Impact. So, I originally said we were going to be doing our,
All things come to an end.
We were originally going to be doing our Spiral Abyss showcase, but we ended up getting the Stygian Onslaught, about a few days ago. Haven't done it yet, because I was too busy kind of building up my characters and everything, and so with this, we're going to go ahead and do this and see what it's all about and everything. I have no clue how this is going to go. I'm just going to say it has the multiple difficulties. I'm pretty sure I could do, obviously, the bottom three difficulties, easy, normal, and hard, or whatever they're listed as. I might be able to even do maybe the fourth, but I doubt I'll be able to do the fifth, and for sure, I think if I'm not mistaken, in order to unlock that secret 6th level, I have to beat 5, and it's like, I don't think I'll be able to do that, but we're going to make the attempt, so we're going to see. So, I haven't started it yet, so that's what we're going to do. And I'm pretty sure this is probably with the story and somewhat, so let's go somewhere. And then we can walk up to it. So, we'll go this way. So like I said, I doubt I'll be able to do it because, with, the Spiral Abyss, of course, I do my challenges, so of course y'all only see the very first attempt that I do. But of course, afterwards, I do try to see about how far I can get. And so, with my Spiral Abyss, I think the highest I've ever been able to get to is 32. I think so. Somewhere between 30 and 32. It's the highest I've been able to go. I haven't been able to go any higher. So I think, my characters are close to being built. It's just that they're not fully optimized. And then, of course, I don't use fully meta teams, because I could really care less about meta. So I just go with setups and everything that I'm kind of familiar with or that I'm decent with. And then, like I said, I don't have probably the best builds. I mean, they're not bad, generally, for most of my characters. There we go.
Yeah. Something's definitely off here. Look at all that spooky smoke around the ley line deposit over there. Could that be where the monsters are coming from? Looks like the Millelith have set up camp to deal with this. There's soldiers and fortifications everywhere. Yeah, let's fight side by side with the Millelith and send those monsters packing, just like old times. Then, we can focus on what to do about that weird deposit.
Halt, you two. There's danger up ahead. I'll have to ask you to turn back.
You don't recognize us?
No, wait. I think I recognize you. Are you Sergeant Traveler?
Bingo! Okay, never mind.
Sergeant? What the heck? Have you been doing night shifts in the Millelith while Paimon's asleep?
I am Feng Jin, leader of this Millelith platoon. Staff Officer Su Ding has mentioned you before, and had nothing but praise for your extraordinary talents. Our reports also list you as an honorary knight in the Knights of Favonius, granted captain-level authority in times of crisis. Therefore, it seems only appropriate to address you as Sergeant.
Okay!
But now that introductions are out of the way, let's get back to business. Please, come with me. We should meet with Lady Yuheng.
Wait! Keqing's was here too? Huh. This situation must be more complicated than we thought. So much for solving this with one quick fight.
Lady Yuheng, as you predicted, the Traveler and her second-in-command are here to see you.
Good work, Fangjin. It's been a while, you two. I see you're still chasing danger. The news has barely gone out, and here you are, first at the front line as ever. Let me start by giving you a brief background of the situation. For many years, this ley line deposit has been very stable. However, for reasons we've not yet determined, it recently became unusually active, which has led to an alarming surge in monster attacks. Worse still, eliminating the monsters seems to have no effect. The ley line disturbance remains, and anyone who comes into contact with it is transported to a strange domain. This is the first time we've seen this sort of anomaly.
Yikes! That's really weird. So, somehow, this ley line deposit is turned into a sort of teleport waypoint? And shouldn't you guys be calling for more backup? There's no way a camp this size can withstand an otherworldly invasion.
Please don't worry, Paimon. Our defenses are as stable as can be, and all units are elite officers who have served in the Guili Plains. With their experience, each one of them is easily worth 100 troops. Still, the longer this garrison stays up, the more costly it will be. If we don't find the source of the ley line disturbance soon, we run the risk of depleted resources and troop fatigue. Military action should be taken with precision and prudence. Every attack has to count. A passive defense is always a losing strategy.
That makes a lot of sense. Sitting around and waiting for the enemy to attack sounds like it would really suck.
Yes, which is why Yelan has taken a team to infiltrate and investigate the domain. They should be back in a few hours with the intel we need.
Why'd you have to sneak up on us like that, Yelan?
You're back early. I'm guessing things didn't go according to plan.
I guess I should be sort of voicing these. Alright. So my bad for the last couple, but by examining on-site samples and cross-checking them against our war records, I was able to confirm that the ley lines are currently reacting major historical battles inside the domain. This likely explains the monsters that managed to slip out, too. Sounds familiar? Thought it might. Is this what happened? No, that can't be, right? It is. I think somewhere in Mondstadt this was talked about, I can't remember for sure. My sources tell me that Mondstadt has experienced a similar phenomenon in the recent past. Fortunately, the situation never spiraled out of control, thanks to a relentless effort by a certain honorary knight and Dark Knight hero to keep the monsters at bay. It is! I remember that. This eventually depleted all the information stored in the ley line, after which it returned to normal. Basically, they waged a war of attrition and won.
Well, that explains why the ley line deposit is bright red. There was one just like it back then, too. Big and red and plump. Huh, like a juicy apple ripe for the picking.
Yep. That was that, event? Forget the name of it, but the one where it showed up on the beach. Yeah. I see what you're doing, Traveler. Making light of the situation signals to the person trying to hire you that if they want you to take things seriously, they need to make you a serious offer. But don't worry, we won't disappoint you on that front.
You're starting to lose Paimon a little.
And the bad news, Yelan? Give it to us straight.
Sure. As you've already noticed, this leyline disturbance differs from previous cases in that defeating the monsters here in the outside world will not suffice. So, unless we target the deepest recesses of this domain and defeat all the monsters lurking within, this battle could drag on forever. To complicate things further, there seems to be a strange set of rules at play in the domain. While we were inside, my team and I started to notice that something was working against us, forbidding us from reaching the core. Things went smoothly at first. We were collecting and analyzing items without too much trouble. But once we pushed deeper, the team was overcome with a sudden sense of weakness. They could no longer fight at full strength. Meanwhile, the monsters only got stronger. Some of them even showed traits we'd never observed before. It got pretty dicey at points. My verdict is, we need to find someone highly resistant to leyline interference who can look into the domain rules undisturbed. If they let a squad inside, they could figure out how to navigate the environment, then strike at the heart of the domain and quell this leyline disturbance once and for all.
So to summarize, we have two options. The first is to strengthen our defenses, keep fending off the monster attacks, and hope the disturbance dies down in due course. Option 2 is to send the Traveler inside the domain with a team of troops to eliminate the disturbance at the source. Understood. I'll prepare for both courses of action. I'll need to contact Ningguang and request additional funding for our defenses. At the same time, I'll reach out to the Kayang to discuss manpower. We need to get our troops on rotation as soon as possible.
Hey, isn't this the part where you're supposed to tell us to get out there and give them what for?
Sorry, but peacekeeping in Liyue is a duty that belongs to the Millelith and the Qixing. It's my role as commander to keep my officers from taking on unnecessary risks. Plus, I don't want you taking this on all by yourself, for reasons both professional and personal. So if you don't want to get involved, I won't force you. I'll simply treat this like a long-term training exercise for the Millelith, with several platoons working in rotation to eliminate each wave of monsters. Meanwhile, I'll have scouts keep up the intelligence-gathering work inside the domain. Once we understand it sufficiently well, we can put a strike team together to head in and neutralize the threat. Of course, if you do wish to participate, you'll have my full support and the entire garrison at your disposal. And once the leyline disturbance has been brought under control, I will review your record and compensate you accordingly.
Paimon too! Whichever way you cut it, we can't sit this one out. We're allies of Liyue. We're the best adventurer duo around, and we're friends of Keqing and Yelan. Plus, we don't need to worry about being shortchanged. Keqing and Yelan will definitely make it worth our time.
That looks like determination to me. I like what I see. All right, here's how we're going to do this. Yelan, tell your team to prepare for another trip into the domain. This time with the Traveler joining them.
Not so fast. I need some time to think this through. The situation at the site is in constant fluctuation, so we can't just go rushing in. We have to time it just right. Traveler, take this time to rest up and assemble your A-team. Be ready for anything. This will be a fiercer battle than most. Okay, so that was something. So I heard about this. We also have the new voice for Kitching. I will say, I kind of like it. I do like both. I like the old one and the new one. I will say, I think the new one kind of fits Kaching a little more. Just simply a little slightly toned down a little bit in terms of volume of the voice. I will say, though, it seemed like some of the lines were a bit forced, but overall, I kind of like it. I know my opinion on this doesn't really matter or whatnot. I'm just giving my opinion on the matter. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. Now's the perfect time. If we seize this chance, we should be able to go deeper into the domain's core. Of course, that's assuming we can figure out the rules along the way, as well as how to deal with our foes.
Keep your eyes peeled and your blades ready. Be aware of your surroundings at all times, and look out for one another. Remember, whenever the situation takes a turn for the worse, it never hurts to retreat and regroup. Don't go pushing yourselves too hard, all right? With that said, I await your triumphant return.
Yeah! We'll be back with good news for the both of you!
Alright, you must select a difficulty for Stygian Onslaught challenges. As the difficulty increases, the challenges will start featuring leyline disturbances which affect combat. Your opponents will also grow trickier to deal with. Completing a more difficult challenge will also let you obtain the rewards from the difficulties below that one. Alright, after you enter a challenge, you must head to 3 separate battlefields and complete 3 time-limited battles. The challenge is considered complete for this difficulty once all opponents in the 3 battlefields are beaten. You can invite the co-op challenges while in co-op mode. We will not be doing that. I don't do a whole bunch of co-op stuff anyway, so you don't have to worry about that. When multiple players enter the challenge, your opponent's combat power will change to that of the corresponding co-op difficulty, and will not continue to change based on the number of players doing the challenge. Co-op challenges results will be recorded separately, and you can check said records at any time. However, only single-player mode challenge records can be displayed. Okay. So yeah, we have normal, advancing, hard, and then the level 4 is menacing, which we have to clear on hard first. Fearless, in which we have to clear on menacing first. And then I think there's the secret 6th one. I think I've seen a lot of people. I think it's called Dire or whatever, which is the super hard. And of course, I think completing Dire will allow you to get those weapon skins. So I'm going to select hard just because I'd rather not have to go through 3 at once, but I'm pretty sure I'll be able to do hard. I might be able to do menacing. I'm not for sure. We'll see. Fearless is the one that I'm probably going to lose out on just simply because, I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, we'll try it, and if we can, cool. I know for a fact, most likely, the Dire difficulty I probably will not be able to complete just simply because I think from what I've heard from others is like you're going to have C6 R5 characters and you're going to be able to have to, be on point and everything like that. Most likely for anyone who probably consistently 36 stars the Abyss. That's not me. I can tell you that right now. Alright, so before we'll select that. Set rewards. Okay. So, looks like, just like with a ley line disturbance from anywhere else, once you complete it, you can probably use resin or whatever to get rewards. And this time you can get it from any domain. That is pretty cool. Okay, so I could choose any of them, right? Yep. Okay. So I'm trying to think of characters that I'm building right now. I think we'll go with the selected. I am working on my Skirk. I feel like my Skirk is decent. I just feel like if I can get a I have decent pieces for everything other than my circlet. My circlet is the only thing that sucks. I think it's a crit damage circlet with only just attack percent. I think my circlet, or did I change it? I can't remember. I think my circlet is a crit damage with flat defense, defense percent, attack, flat attack, and attack percent. I've been trying to get a crit rate circlet or a crit damage circlet that has crit rate on it, and I just haven't had any luck. So we'll just select that and hopefully we get lucky. Alright, so we're set in hard, challenge, objectives, defeat powerful foes on 3 battlefields, okay. Ley line disturbance. Exalted ones will receive an imminent boon, okay. Must be selected characters for each fight. Get a boost, okay. During the disturbance outbreak, you can complete battles to claim special rewards, okay. So we have the Hydrotulpa. Will absorb Haptulpas that emerge during the challenge at intervals to enhance itself. Use attacks or elemental reactions to destroy the Haptulpas in time or freeze them to interrupt this absorption, okay. Two, the Lava Dragon statue. Has 2 forms. Its initial form possesses higher all resistance after it takes a certain number of pyro damage instances, in which all resistances apart from pyro is greatly decreased. Okay. After it goes on to take a certain number of additional pyro damage instances, it will take immense damage and be immobilized. This will also cause all its resistances to be further decreased. After taking hydro damage or cryo damage, it will gradually return to the higher resistance initial form. Okay. And then the secret source automaton, the overseer device. When enter sweeper mode while in combat, all resistances is greatly increased and it will perform rotating attack. Low momentum. It will lose momentum after taking cryo damage below a certain flow momentum value. It will temporarily stop rotating and attacking, and all its resistances will be greatly decreased. If an active character enters and maintains the Night Soul Blessing state for a time, this opponent will enter Counter-Strike mode and switch to attacking with Tracking Rays. At this time, all resistances will be greatly decreased. Okay. Oh, you know what? I probably should have changed. Or will I be able to change? Okay. In normal, advancing, and hard challenge, you can adjust your party composition before every battle, and there are no character restrictions, okay? In co-op mode, the leader shall select and start the challenge. Press the buttons on the left side of the mini-map to review challenge information. Okay, so I can... It's just like, Spiral Abyss. Okay. Alright. Okay. So... let's see. We're gonna go Arlecchino, Sitlolly. Let's go Mavrika, Sitlolly, Arlecchino, and we'll go with Escoffier. I need a healer. At least for the other two. I know Arlecchino won't need her. And there we go. Okay. Nothing to worry about. Okay, so we can. Alright, so I ended up creating 5 condensed resins before, so this is good. Okay. Let's see if we get lucky. Flower. Let's see. Alright, so the lava dragon statue. Okay. So, we're gonna go... We're gonna go Mavrika, I should be able to keep up the burning, so we'll go Emily. Excuse me. Shalonen. Okay. Alright, yeah.
Rise with us. Neutralize.
Yeah.
Locked on.
All right. Okay. No. No. All right, last one. So we're just going to go with the team that I've been using just recently. Except for I had to make a small change. But, Farina, Scuffier, Skirk, and then Sincho. The only difference with my team that I've been using for that automaton has been, of course, before Skirk I was using Risley. Just because I just wanted to use him. And then also been Sincho, Yelan, or Kokomi that I've used as my second second Hydro. But of course, if I used Kokomi, I ended up swapping out my Escoffier for either Sitlali or Chanyun. Of course, I know I'm losing out because of the huge boost in damage with Escoffier, but still. Alright.
No, my soul.
Get out of here. Oh, what? Oh, okay. Now I was about to say, okay. That. All right. Actually, you know what? We're gonna wait. So let's exit.
This domain is messed up. No wonder even Yelan found it dicey. Which major historical battle do you think is being reenacted here? Feels like one where most soldiers would be way out of their depths. Hopefully not. Surely not right. Please tell Paimon you're exaggerating.
Ah, you're back.
And by the look on your face, I'm guessing this is a triumphant return after all.
Sure is, but it was really, really scary in there.
Incredible. You did very well to brave all of that and still emerge victorious. Good work.
After you entered the domain, there was a sharp drop in stray monsters out here. And I'm sorry if y'all hearing that. It seems like my neighbor is cutting their yard. If that is, if you can hear it. And although you didn't eliminate the root of the problem, it's plain to see you've weakened the ley line disturbance considerably.
Which means you've weakened the monsters as well. Now any rank-and-file soldiers can comfortably fend them off.
Why do you sound weirdly excited about this? Don't go getting too bloodthirsty.
Oh, one other thing. We received a response from Yujing Terrace. Both the Tianxuan and the Kaiyang have agreed to establish a long-term partnership with the Traveler. Thanks to your tireless efforts, we may even be able to turn this ley line disturbance to our advantage. Moving forward, you'll have the full support of this garrison. While the disturbance remains active, the Millelith will take care of any monsters that escape from the domain, using the opportunity to hone their combat skills. You, of course, are free to enter the domain if you so wish.
We've turned the tables on this situation. What started as a potential crisis is now a major asset to Millelith recruits.
Oh, that's a big weight off our shoulders. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, ley lines are pretty fascinating things, aren't they? If only there was a way to grab them and shake all the secrets out. Or, who knows, maybe one day we'll run into some smart cookie who hands us a big thick book called Everything You Always Wanted to Know About Ley Lines.
Wishful thinking. Alright, so with that out of the way, let me just... Alright, so we got all of that done. Let's go to the next difficulty and see if we can complete it. Okay, it already swapped to it. Okay. Okay, still the same as always. Okay. Alright, and so, if I'm not mistaken, starting from this difficulty on, we have to have 3 separate teams. They can't overlap. I mean, they can, but if there's any teams that overlap, then the time won't be counted. So we have to have 3 separate teams with all the units. Okay. So for the Topa... Okay, and then... I don't have you fully built, do I? No, I don't. I don't think so, but... No. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. Well, the heck with it. Yeah, the heck with it. We'll do it. Actually, no. We won't. Matter of fact, instead... Let's go Dia and then Cookie. And then for you... Start off with you. You. And then... See how my Risley does with this. 80, right? Yeah, there we go. All right. Alright, menacing, fearless, and dire challengers characters that take part in one battle will not be able to participate in the following ones along with their equipped weapons and artifacts. Okay, so it's just like I heard. I have to have 3 separate teams with all different units, which is good because I don't do what a lot of other people do, which you see a lot of other content creators do, is they share artifacts and all that kind of stuff. I'm pretty sure I've said this constantly with a lot of my Genshin Impact videos, but every unit I have has their own weapon and their own artifact set. I don't swap between units. In single-player challenges, you can adjust your party's composition before every battle. However, if you modify a composition that already has challenge records, you will have to reset that corresponding record. Additionally, when you complete a battle, if you have a character in your current party who is using weapons or artifacts used in other battlefields, you will have to reset 80 conflicting challenge records if you wish to save the current one. Press the button. Okay. Alright. So I don't have to worry about any of that. Alright. So I already made my teams. Let's do it. That. Yeah! That's alright.
Look alive! You two! Time to end! Light it up! Get to work! Grab from the sky!
Where'd you go?
Let's get it on! You asked for it! Hi! Stand with me! Rise with the sun!
No, you don't.
Suffer the wrath of me! Light of the blazing sun! Incinerate! Our bond is strong! Lightning terrified! Dracula! Fulfill our task! Burn it down!
Yep. Okay.
Look alive! You're dead meat!
Okay, we're gonna try this one more time. Yeah, I was more focused with trying to make sure it didn't absorb any of the smaller topas. I'm just gonna go all out on it.
Rise to fulfill our path! Buckle up! Incinerate! Not you two! Time to end! Our bond is strong! Look alive! Ha! Wrath from the sky! Incinerate! Show no mercy! Stand with me! Cha! You asked for it! Light it up! Get to work! Suffer the wrath of me! Alright, my turn! Pyroclastic surge! Rev the engines! Dissipate! I'll settle this! Incinerate! Hi! He's lolling! He's Papa! Light of the blazing sun!
Wow, I'm not gonna be able to do it.
Stand with me! How dare you! Burn it down! Let's get it on!
I think we're gonna do it one more time. If we can't do it, then we'll go ahead and end the video. But I don't think I'm going to change. Did I? Let me. I forgot. Let me exit. There we go. Okay. Let me change out my Marvika for Arlecchino. And then let me change out Sitlali for... Yeah.
My will and our bond is strong! Hi! Obey! Overruled! Unleash! Do your master's bidding! Stand with me! Out of my way! Everlasting as the moon! Transfixed! Your dead mate! Take your true form! Our bond is strong! This is where you fall.
What?
Obey! Overruled.
I guess I didn't do it in time. Alright, y'all, so have a long way to go, it seems. Anywho, that is the new end game. I'm gonna keep going to see if I can get this done, but y'all have seen enough of my suffering for now. So with this, I believe it's a good place to take a break. Next video is actually going to be our Spiral Abyss showcase. So like and comment on the video, subscribe for more gameplay, and with that, see ya. Peace.
Look alive! Ha! Unleash! Strike a pump! Yeah! Transfiguration! Skyward! Scatter! Buckle up! Take your true form! Obey! Yoo-hoo! By ordinance divine, unleashed!
Let the world collide! How dare you!
Seize the skies! Gloves off! Transfigurate! Let's get it on!
Shower me with the...
Skyward! Manifest! Spray cloud converge!
Time to shine!
Buckle up! Ha! You're dead meat! off! Transfixed! Laid bare. Teamwork is dreamwork. Let's get it on. Overruled.
That's gonna hurt in the morning.
This is where you fall. Buckle up! Transfixed! Let's get it on! Skyward!
Adventure time. I'm going in.
Laid bare. Transfixed.
Let's look at it. Everybody stand.
Buckle up! Ha! You asked for it! Laid bare. Got him! Seize the skies! Let's get it on! Commendable. Everlasting as the moon. Gloves off. Light it up.
Extract. Dissipate.
Russian blood. Burn it down.
For the Lord of the Night!
The glory to which none can dare. Especially not when it is
A little ambiance.
measly insect.
Wrath from the sky.
Fresh and floral.
I got him cornered.
Neutralize. This'll brighten up the place. Dissipate.
Light up the blazing sun!
For the Lord of the Night.
The glory to which none can compare. A little ambiance. That move. Measly insects.
All right, so he's that. Okay. Got a bonus. Okay. It's a decent attack one. I could use that for someone, maybe. No. No.
Body and mount. Off to the freezer. Busted. No, my sword. Mine to wield.
Adaptive frosting! Goose on the loose!
Let me read you a verse. Here comes the catch.
A little remove boosh! Yeah!
Rain outlines it.
A burst of flavor! Adaptive!
Mine to wield.
Gotcha! No, my sword!
Rain cutter.
Let me change, and I think I know what I need to do. Let me... I'm gonna take out Skirk for the time being. Let me do this instead. Where are you? And then I'm gonna change the fourth one to Ganyu.
Strike a pop!
denied. Born of ice and frost. Access denied.
Get a little chilly.
A dash of frost. For Rex Lapis. Born of ice and frost.
Goose on the loose.
A moment, please.
Let my name echo in song.
A little of this.
No touching.
Have a safe trip. Wait now.
Blaze over.
Strike it. A dash of frosting. A burst of flavor.
Let's begin. Stay cool. Face your gift.
Time to shine.
A little of this.
Born of ice and frost. Access denied. This is long overdue.
Wait now. Get a little chilly.
Yeah. A dash of frosting. Goose on the loose.
A moment, please.
Just a little bit. I got this. I think I got this. I messed up a little bit. I messed up with one of Risley's attacks.
Strike a pose.
Born of ice and frost. No touch.
Stay cool. Face your gift.
A little of loose boot.
Born of ice and frost. For Rex Lapis.
Showing you
Let's begin.
a burst of flavor.
No touching. Born of ice and frost. Let my name echo in song.
Get a little chilly.
A dash of frosting.
Next on the agenda. This is long overdue.
Strike a pose.
A moment, please.
Pinnacle of excellence.
Stay cool. Face your gift.
Access denied. No touching. Time to shine.
Let's begin.
Born of ice and frost. For Rex Lapis.
A little of loose boosh. Goose on the loose.
Get a little chilly.
Access denied.
Off to the breathe.
No touching. Blaze over.
Ah!
Strike a pump! The pinnacle of excellence! Annihilate!
My name, echo in song!
A little illusion!
Access denied. This is long overdue.
Off to the freezer! Boost on the loose!
Shower me with... Born of ice and frost.
Adapt!
Blaze over. Let the world come alive!
A burst of flavor!
Vigorous.
Paradise shift! Off to the freezer!
Access denied. No touching.
Strike a pump!
For Rex Lapis.
And there we go. Okay. Woo! Okay, so we finished 2. Okay. Okay, we're gonna change out. And I just have to hope that Bennett's healing will be able to hold us over. Actually, let me, Actually, no. Actually, no, we'll do it like this. Okay. Yeah, okay.
One with nature. The wind knows me.
Buckle up! Hi! I'm going in!
One with nature. As one with wind and cloud.
Overruled! Let's get it on!
The wind knows me.
Everybody stand back!
One with nature.
Transfixed! Hi! You're dead meat! Teamwork is true!
Fallen leaves, adorn my...
This is where you fall. Laid bare.
It is only this Teyvat. That's the only thing. I don't know what to do. You know what? I don't know if this is gonna work. It probably isn't, but screw it. We're gonna do. I know I'm not gonna be able to get overloads off, but screw it. We're gonna. This is probably one of my highest damage dealing teams I could think of.
Look alive!
Let's move!
Buckle up! Stop right there! Kapow! It's justice o'clock! Let's get it on! Control breathing! Start the clock! Drop your weapons! Hands where I can see! You asked for it! Headbutt! Turn! Yeah! Hero incoming! Yeah! Buckle up! Faster! Stronger! Let's move! Look out below! It's justice o'clock! You went for it! Quick as a flash! Harder! Let's get it on! You're dead meat! Hi!
I messed up. Okay. Come on.
Buckle up! Faster! Stronger! Stop right there! Yeah! Look out below! It's justice o'clock! Yeah! On my mark! Oops! Look out below! Hi! Yeah! Look out below! Turn! Yeah! Let's get it! Control breathing! Drop your weapons! Start the clock! Hands as a flash! Final warning! Let's move! Look alive! Yeah! It's justice o'clock! Yeah! Oof!
Controlled breathing.
Drop your weapons! Justice will... On my mark! You're dead meat! Faster! Stronger! Yeah! Volcano kablam! Yeah! Oof! Hero incoming! Yeah! Let's get it on!
Controlled breathing.
Let's move! Stop right there! Headbutt! It's justice o'clock! Yeah!
Yes! Freaking go! Let's go! Oh my god! Woo! Oh my god, we did it. Oh my god, we finally got a cryo. It is crit damage and flat attack. But, oh my god, I could put this on my skirt, and that means my off-piece can be my circlet. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Especially if this ends up being crit rate or even attack percent. Alright, y'all, that was what, menacing difficulty, and oh my god, it took so many tries, but we finally did manage to get through it. So at least we got our dust of enlightenment, but oh my god, I don't know if I could do fearless. It took so long for me to it took so long for me to do this other one. Alright, so this is my skirt. As you can see, you know, somewhat decent, at least in crit damage, but crit rate is like, could get this higher. Even with, you know, cryo resonance, that's only 15, so it's like I'm only at 50. I wanted to get it higher, but... And of course, I'm using Finale because I don't have her weapon just yet. We're still working on that. And then this is what I currently have on her. So it's like I have a decent flower, a decent feather, somewhat decent, sands. I had to use, or I wanted to use, and I ended up using a, to get this piece. And so, yeah. And then this is the circlet I currently have on it, which is pretty decent. It's like, but then this is my circlet, so I've been going through that domain trying to get either a crit damage or a crit rate circlet, and I just haven't gotten it. So if this gets at least crit rate or attack percent, we'll swap. Otherwise, we'll just keep her as is. And we're swapping circlets. I mean, swapping. Okay. That, and then so finally I can see if we have one. This is a crit damage, but it has flat attack and all of that. This one's crit damage, but it has, yeah. I'll probably have to go with a crit rate one, at least for now. Do I have any crit rate ones, though, that are decent? That's the problem. crit damage, attack percent, HP percent, and flat defense. This could possibly work. It's probably the best one I'm probably going to find. Because we need one that doesn't have... if that was attack percent, that would probably be slightly better, I think. Yeah, where was that one? That was probably the best one I'm probably going to be able to find. And then we'll just go ahead and... Oh, what was it again? It's not this one, is it? No, wait. No, it wasn't this one. It must be locked. Oh, I could have just easily did this. Yeah, here it is. We're just gonna use it and go one shot. Hopefully we have... Okay, it's already, I think, way better than my last piece. Alright, come on. Of course it goes one into each, but it's still better than what I've had. So we just need to raise crit damage, but it's already somewhat better than my last one, so that's good. Alright, y'all, so we did one difficulty. I doubt we'll be able to do the other one. We'll just leave it here, so I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.